before it got too dark. I'm in there doing a little bit of editing, was making some really good progress. So I said, okay, let me step out. I looked out the window and I saw the sun was about to set. So, like I always do, tip right up front. I've been talking a lot about artificial intelligence here, and most of the things I talk about are related to acting, directing, and editing. So I have a wide gamut to talk about here, how artificial intelligence is going to affect the careers or the work areas that I work in, and you guys work in that are listening to my channel and find my content interesting. But what I want to do also is start little by little talking more about how artificial intelligence is going to affect everyone in every career. Now, I'm not here, as if any of you have been watching my channel for a while, I'm not a doomsayer. I'm not afraid of artificial intelligence. I see it as progress. And that's how I want you to see it. It's going to be a struggle. I listen to a lot of videos by some of the people who were the early pioneers of artificial intelligence. And that's what I want to do. I want to bring some of the information that I learned from the experts down to you guys. Bring it in short bits. Because a lot of times, a lot of the stuff they talk about, very long-winded, very highbrow. So that's not me. I want to try to speak normal, general terms and break it down for you guys. Well, one of the first things that I think would be good to touch on is how to start thinking about how it will impact your job, your career, your business. If you're a business owner, how will it impact your employees? If you're a parent and your kids are in college, how can you help them? How can you talk to them about learning what's coming and what they need to do to stay prepared for it? You don't want them to be caught, flat-footed in a career that's completely taken over by artificial intelligence. There are ways to make yourself, as an employee, as a worker, still valuable in this coming future. And those are the things that I kind of want to talk about. So the tip is start investigating it on your own. Start looking at some of the videos. YouTube is a great resource. There are also a number of print elements. Some of the mainstream media is picking it up. But I think YouTube is actually our best source for current information on artificial intelligence. And that's what you should start looking at. Look at some of those videos. See what the visionaries, the people who actually helped start it, are talking about, what they're afraid of, what they see the changes are coming. So start making yourself aware of it. And if you're parents like myself, start making your kids aware of it. I know a lot of young people don't want to hear about it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to think about it, actually. And I do understand, but the tip here is to help them not be afraid of it. If we look back in the past, Industrial Revolution, there were a lot of changes. A lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people went broke. A lot of people went hungry. And this is really going to be a new revolution in the workplace, in the general overall workplace, not just the workplace that I talk about, acting, directing, and editing. It's going to affect everyone. If you think of your job, here's something simple. I'm going to end this tip with something simple that's going to make you think, that I heard one of the experts. And I had thought about it, but I didn't realize how relevant it was until he put it in plain English. If your job can be done remotely with a simple laptop and maybe even a simple pair of headphones and maybe a microphone, artificial intelligence can also do it. Now, I have a number of clients. I have clients out of state that I do websites for. One city I do a website for, and a number of individuals, and some individuals with companies. I update and maintain their websites. That's my little side business. So that's how I had to pivot. A lot of my video production clients were disappearing, and I had these skills that were relevant to the web, so I started using those. But then the reason that it made it so relevant of what this expert said was that a lot of the work that I do can be done with a simple laptop and a simple microphone and headphones if you need them. So take that as a tip and a warning. Look into it, but don't be afraid of it, because we can't stop the future, but we can make it work to our advantage by being prepared. So that's what you need to tell your kids, relatives, Anyone young who are in school at the time and they may be studying a degree and they may be in fear that there will be no jobs once they graduate. A lot of graduates are facing that right now. But don't be afraid. Go into it with your eyes open. Find out how you can learn about artificial intelligence. And the last thing about this tip is that there are a lot of these companies online right now that are giving this knowledge away. I know there's some people who are packaging it and teaching it to you, but you can learn it right now for free. Build up those skills. Build up the skills necessary to use these tools as you move along in your career. Okay, now up off the soapbox, but I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to keep talking about that because it's something that affects everyone. I got into it again because of my career, my work, acting, directing, and editing, and how it affects my career. But I see it's going to affect everyone. There's no one that's going to be, maybe some of the people who are kind of safe are people who do construction, who do electric, plumbing, heating and air conditioning. You know, we got years to go before they will have robots that can do that, by what I've seen online about the state. All right, that was weird. My stream dropped off, but I think I jumped back on. Good. So I was about to end that tip anyway. So yeah, I picked up. I'm still at the same spot where I left off. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. So today, been making some progress. Okay, I have a really bad stream today. I'm not too far from my source. I don't understand. It hasn't happened like this before, but I'm dropping off. But anyway, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm working on today. I'm doing some writing for some other series that are coming up, and I had a great conversation today with a writer who I plan to do some collaborating with finally for comedy series here. That's my goal, to create more comedy here on YouTube. If you go to my channel and you look at it, you'll see a lot of comedy pieces there, a lot of bits and skits and, starting of projects that are entertainment related. That's what I want to turn this channel more into. I'm going to still keep my educational stuff about acting, directing, and editing, but the primary content will be entertainment related. Because that's how YouTube started. When I first started on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube for probably 19 years, but the first 19 years, I just used it as a portfolio to showcase my work to potential clients. But now I'm here, a content creator, creating content exclusively for YouTube. So go to my channel, check it out, look at some of my playlists, and I want to get this kind of wrapped up because I'm having some problems with my stream today for some reason. We have a little storm brewing here in California, very rare storm. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but that's what I'm working on. So I have some more projects in the pipeline. I'm about to go back in the house right now and edit some more content to upload to you guys, but I always like to try when I can, a couple of times a week, to jump on the vertical live stream and say hello, put a face to my channel. You can see me in the link below. Come check out some of my content, and I do appreciate it. I'm working on those watch hours, and I need your help to keep building up those watch hours. I know you can do it. All right, so I'm going to shut down now. Just want to get on here and do a little quick update and give you that tip. Whenever I think of these little tips, sometimes I jump on and I just want to say them because there are things that I want to say to people just to give them information. I love giving out information about this business. Artificial intelligence is really, and I'm so glad that I'm here at the beginning of it. I'm so thankful. This is finally something that I'm in on the beginning, and I can impart to you what I have learned so far. And a lot of stuff I've learned. I've been doing a lot of artificial intelligence content creation for video and going through a lot of the different systems. I like a lot of them. And again, I always say, this is the beta stage. We're testing it for them. It has a lot of problems. It doesn't follow everything you want, so it's a true partner where it sometimes won't give you what you want. And you got to keep asking and trying to make it do what you want it to do. Because a lot of times it does what it wants to do. So, because it's new, it's brand new. So again, I'll probably jump back on tomorrow with some more content. Please go check out my channel. I'm James Tucker, and thanks a lot for stopping by.